This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up. Joel 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares and the swords and the pruning hooks and the spears, and let the weak say I'm strong. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKarkadash. Shalom to the elders Ba'akim Ba'akwa, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out of this recent news article from RT.com as of January 19th, 2024, and it reads, Prepare for war with Russia, NATO leader reports. It says the bloc industry and civilians alike must prepare for an all-out conflict within the next 20 years, a top official has said. Especially with the ongoing tensions are heating up with the Russia-Ukraine situation and back and forth on and off escalations between Russia and against NATO as well too. So tensions are definitely been increasing definitely for sure. And especially NATO made that recent announcement that they're preparing for the biggest military war game exercise drills ever since the Cold War. So it's definitely tensions are brewing and heating up from that sort. As a mention that as a prime example, I just want to add an additional notes to that. But I'll continue on with the reading. It says the U.S.-led NATO bloc must prepare for a major conflict with Russia, which would require mass mobilization of civilians as well as the rapid expansion and industrial output to sustain the war effort. Dutch Emir Rob Bayul, the chair of the NATO military committee, has said. The top official made the remarks after a Thursday meeting of NATO defense chief in Brussels, urging the bloc to prepare for a major conflict with Moscow within the next 20 years. It says we have to realize it's not a given that we are in peace, and that's why we are preparing for a conflict with Russia, Barry stated. It starts there, the realization that not every is plannable and not everything is going to be hunky-dory in the next 20 years. The officials warned that the potential conflict would require focused efforts not only for the NATO militaries themselves, but also from the industries and civilians of member state alike. It needs to be able to fall back on an industrial base that is able to produce weapons and ammunition fast enough to be able to continue a conflict if you are in it, it said. Joel 3 verse 9, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Joel 3 verse 10, beat your plowshares and the swords and the pruning hooks and the spears, and let the weak say I'm strong. This is the book of Ezekiel 38 verse 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Ezekiel 38 verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal prophesy against him. Ezekiel 38 verse 3, and thus saith the Lord Yahweh thy power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, and the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. Ezekiel 38 verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy armies, horse and horsemen, all of them clothed for all sorts of armor, even a great companies with bucklers and shields and handling swords. Ezekiel 38 verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, with all of them with shield and helmet. Ezekiel 38 verse 6, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomor, and of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Ezekiel 38 verse 7, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee, be thou a guard unto them. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying from this recent news article from RT.com as of January 19th, 2024, and it reads, prepare for war with Russia, NATO leader mentions the bloc's industry and civilians alike must prepare for an all-out conflict within the next 20 years, a top NATO official has said. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem HaKarkadash. Shalom to the elders wa Akim wa Akwaf. Till next time, I will say Shalom.